find the entrance?
Not yet.
Jenny was hesitant to share her discovery, but Susie might have vital information.
Where did you really get the parts to build your machines?
I told you, there's a warehouse full of them at my father's factory.
And that's the only place you've seen equipment like that?
Well, yeah. Where else would I have seen it?
Did the Glatz Corporation ever build underground labs?
No, I don't think so. Why would they?
To hide them?
From who?
Good question. I have to go. Keep out of sight and let me know if you see anyone.
I will. Good luck, Jenny.
Beyond the fallen angel. This is it. The entrance must be through here.
Another coded message in another hidden laboratory. A secret tunnel under the graveyard. How long had these things been in Arthurton? Who was responsible for them? And how was all this connected to the Dean's murder?
Through the crumbling arches, past the wooden gates. This must be it! Now all I have to do is find the biggest cross. Oh, come on. There's a million crosses in there.
Jenny, where are you? It's getting really creepy out here.
I'm in the old part of the graveyard.
Oh no!
Every kid in Arthurton knew the graveyard was haunted. The ghosts of early settlers walked among the tombstones late at night, waiting to avenge their tragic deaths in the mines.
A few months ago, Peggy and Veronica went up there after curfew with some boys. And they were attacked by a ghost!
They were probably hallucinating from all the hairspray.
They swore to me, Jenny. They wouldn't lie.
I don't believe in ghosts. And the tall tales of a bunch of airheads won't change my mind.
Even so, Jenny's skin crawled with goosebumps. It might have been her imagination, but the night suddenly seemed a lot darker.
Maybe I'll use Mom's flashlight. You know, just in case. Not now! It's dead.
Unable to see more than a few inches ahead, our trembling adventurer had no choice but to edge forward, very slowly.
Oh, great! There's a light over here. What is that? It's coming from the open grave. Wait. You're not a ghost.
Oh, you scared the life out of me!
You're scared. You're the one wielding a shovel like an axe murderer.
Oh my, you're right. I'm sorry. This place is terrifying at night, and here I am waving old Mabel around like a madman. What are you doing out here after curfew?
I don't know if I can trust this guy. I was here visiting my dad. I guess the time got away from me.
You're the LeClue girl, aren't you?
Well,
Your poor old man. What a horrible way to die.
yeah, I don't really like to talk about it.
Blown into 1,000 pieces. What a way to go. No chance to say goodbye. Boom! Gone! Just like that. An absolute tragedy. And the pain! Can you imagine? Nothing left of him. Hardly seemed worth digging the hole.
Well, you're digging a big hole right now.
Yes, ma'am. Regulation size 6 feet, not an inch less. The name's Matt. The second T is silent.
Sure sounds like an interesting job, Matt. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions about it?
Of course. I'm just happy for the company.
He seems harmless enough. I just need to be sure he's not working for the man in black. You told me your name was Matt.
It is, isn't it?
Well then, who is Owen? And why are you wearing his shirt?
Oh, darn it, it's fallen off again. Owen was the old groundskeeper. He died digging a grave. Turned out to be his own. Budget cuts.
You're wearing a dead man's shirt.
Seemed a shame to waste it. He didn't need it anymore.
Is that blood?
Blood? Where?
It's all over your clothes. And your shovel.
Oh, that! That's good old Arthurtonian red clay. Impossible to wash out. One of the hazards of the job.
Why are you digging a grave in the middle of the night?
Well, they have to go somewhere. The bones.
The what?
It's the problem with building a graveyard on top of an old mine. Ground's always shifted. Before you know it, bones are sticking out all over the place. We have to rebury them. It's bad for business.
That's terrible.
Could be worse. Could be dead, like all of these poor souls. Ms. Smith over there, bitten by a badger. Wouldn't want to go that way. Right there's Mr. McCarthy. Set himself on fire baking biscuits. And there's your dad, of course. Your poor dead dad. Dead.
Are you finished?
Oh, sorry. There I go again, talking about the dead.
He knows everything about this place. Have you seen anyone suspicious lurking around tonight?
Oh, well, there was this one girl.
A girl?
She scared the life out of me, really made me jump. Oh, wait, no. That was you, wasn't it? You'll have to forgive me. My memory isn't what it used to be.
do you have a flower in your pocket?
I always keep one in there in case of emergency. People like to leave them by the graves as a tribute. You should take it for your dad.
Thank you. There sure are a lot of people buried here.
Well, if they keep dying, we'll keep burying them.
Do you know which of these graves has the biggest cross on it?
Now there's one I've never heard before. Biggest cross. No, can't say I do. They've all got about the same sized cross, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you have any idea how I could find it?
You know, you might want to look at that statue up there. It has a list of all the famous miners buried here. It might help you find what you're looking for.
Famous miners. Interesting. What's that stuck to your boot?
Oh, dunno. Could have come from anywhere.
Beyond the fallen angel.
What now?
Under the crumbling arches.
You lost me.
The entrance is buried there. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, is this a poem? I love poems. Do you want to hear one of mine?
No, I'm good, thanks. I think it's safe to say he doesn't know anything about the man in black. Well, thanks, Matt. It's been good to chat. But, you won't tell anyone you saw me here after curfew, will you? My granddad wouldn't be very happy with me.
Saw who? I didn't see anyone.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a statue to investigate.
Oh no, you can't go up there now. It's far too dangerous.
I'll be fine, thanks.
Absolutely not. If you slipped and fell, I couldn't have that on my conscience. Come back tomorrow during the day. I'll give you a guided tour.
Damn, I'll have to find another way to get up there.
Much like those buried in the graveyard, this tree had died a long time ago.
Be careful, Mr. Crow. It looks like it could fall over at any moment. Interesting. Another case cracked.
Mr. McCarthy? How did you get down here? Must have been the wind.
That was close. Hopefully this statue can help me find the biggest cross.
Jenny had heard the tragic tale of a catastrophic cave-in that closed the mines under Arthurton.
Everyone blamed the miners for ignoring safety procedures.
Most were crushed instantly by the falling rocks. Others had not been so fortunate. Trapped with no water, no food, no light, they were condemned to a slow and painful death.
It's a tribute to some of the families who worked in the mines. Cross, carvers of tunnel rock, unmatched in strength and size.
Jenny read the words to herself again.
Strength and size? Look for the biggest cross. They didn't mean a cross on a grave. They meant a cross in a grave. The Cross family must be buried in the graveyard below. I've got to work out who was the biggest. Find the grave, find the secret passage to the jail, save Mom. Boy, I really hope I don't have to dig them up and measure them. Karina Cross. I was taller than friends. What an odd epitaph. I was taller than friends. I know I make it look easy, but I'm hanging on for dear life here. One. Casper Cross. What have you got to say for yourself? I was taller than Helga. Seems the Cross family had quite the rivalry. cross buried here. The search continues. Here's one. Helga Cross. I was taller than Karina. I see a Cooper, Chapman, and Cole, but no cross. Bingo. Hello, Franz Cross. I was taller than Ivan. There can't be many more crosses to find. Where haven't I looked yet? I was taller than Franz. I was taller than Helga. I was taller than Karina. I really hope my next adventure relies less on the structural integrity of old plant roots. I'm going cross-eyed looking for crosses, but there aren't any here. Here's another one. Ivan Cross. How tall were you? Casper is a little liar. Ivan wasn't pulling any punches.
After an exhaustive search of the graveyard, Jenny had found all of the graves marked cross.
Now I just need to work out who was the tallest. Who was the tallest cross? Casper was lying, then Helga must be the tallest. Which means Helga's grave is hiding the secret passageway to the jail.
Jenny saw nothing particularly unique about this grave. Like all the others, the slab was weathered, chipped, and covered in moss.
There's another epitaph carved into the base. Here lies she, 7'3", stung by a bee.
A small stone pot sat in front of the headstone. A fine layer of soil lined the inside.
It's a vase for a flower.
A wonderful revelation struck Jenny as the final piece of the puzzle fell into place.
Don't forget to pay your respects. I need to place a flower here.
Jenny pulled the gravedigger's daisy from her pocket.
I knew this would come in handy. It says the entrance was relocated, but it doesn't say where. Well, that looks safe. Why does everything have to be so convoluted? Mom will have died of old age by the time I reach her.
Hello? You said if anything strange happened, I should call you. Well, something strange just happened.
This is the only tomb here, and with no epitaph. This has to be it. This is clearly Zazer technology. Is it part of another Zazer sphere? When did doors go out of fashion? If this is the entrance, then there must be some way to open it.
Jenny peered into the ominous void. A jagged path carved into the earth, plunging deep beneath the rotting soil. How far down did it go? There was only one way to find out.
I'm not sure I want to.
Gathering her courage, she stepped forward into the distended bowels of Arthurton. I said, she stepped forward into the distended bowels of Arthurton.
It's dark down there.
Jenny! Come in, Jenny! Where are you? Have you found your mom yet?
Give me a second, please. I need a moment before I walk down a pitch-black staircase into the terrifying abyss.
Sorry, Jenny.
Jenny stared into the darkness. She could almost hear her mother's voice calling.
A great detective perseveres, no matter the obstacle.
And so, she took a deep breath, pushed up the thick frame of her glasses, and crossed the threshold.
Another door. Locked, I presume. Whoever built all this certainly wanted to keep it a secret.
Jenny was ahead of the man in black, for now. There was still the matter of breaking her mum out of jail and escaping without being caught. Being careful not to make a sound, Jenny stepped cautiously into the dark space below.
isn't a tunnel. It's like a creepier version of Dr. Benderson's office. Less natural light, same terrible music.
A giant metal door stood conspicuously in the middle of the room.
It must lead to the jail!
A perfectly reasonable assumption. There was just one problem.
How do I open it?
Jenny knocked on the door.
Based on the resonance, and the fact that my hand hurts like hell, I'd say this door is solid steel and at least 4 inches thick. No handle and no keyhole. Whoever built this door wanted to keep people out. Or in, depending on which side you're on. Another animal. This one's a fox. Could this have something to do with Professor Zazer's experiments or the Council of Three? I don't know how to pick this. It's some kind of slot. Is something missing? Blast-proof. So the explosives are useless.
Jenny came to a distressing yet inevitable conclusion.
I can't open it. I'm stuck. Of course it's a giant metal door that's impossible to open. Why wouldn't there be?
It would be easy to feel defeated, but this was Jenny LeClue, a great detective. And as her mother always said,
A great detective sees every locked door as an opportunity.
yes, an opportunity for an elaborate puzzle and lateral thinking.
Someone works here. Or at least they did. Judging by the dead plant and dusty typewriter, no one's been here for a while.
To a detective, rummaging through a trash can was like opening a treasure chest.
Just with more gum and cigarette butts. Gross. My initial assessment? Looks like a lot of trash. A rotten sandwich, napkins, belly button lint. Wait a second. There's a note here that's been torn up. Could be a clue. Too easy. They should have used a shredder. I know a secret code when I see one. This could be useful.
It was always a good idea to put your hands between the crusty crevices of a sofa cushion. All kinds of exotic things could be found.
What's this?
Detectiving was hungry work, and Jenny couldn't remember the last time she'd eaten anything.
What I really want is a hot coffee.
So she perused the selection on offer. Jenny needed to decide what delicious treat she was going to buy first.
Big crunch. Fight hunger with a punch. I've had one of these before. Tastes like cardboard.
Jenny needed to decide what delicious treat she was going to buy first.
Kiss of death. Well, at least they're honest. Now with 50% more arsenic. Who buys these things? Bunch o' nuts. Gross. I hate peanut butter. There's gotta be something better than this. The key. Open the door to yum. These candy names are getting ridiculous. What kind of vending machine doesn't serve coffee?
Jenny found it hard to focus without her usual evening brew. Perhaps a nice bar of chocolate would help.
This is a waste of time. How's a chocolate bar going to help me open that door?
And that's when it hit her.
The key! Open the door to yum?
Surely a humorous but irrelevant tagline.
It's the perfect shape to fit in the slot on the door.
A mere coincidence.
It's literally a key to the door.
It'd be a rather strange place to hide a key.
Stranger than a waiting room beneath a graveyard? That's my ticket out of here. B31. Got it. I don't have any change. It's an old dirty mop. It's an old dirty mop. Got it! Typical! Stupid machine! Give me the key! It's no good. It's stuck. How can I get the key out? That's why it's stuck. The machine has one short leg. making it lean forward and to the right. If I tilt the machine to the left, I should be able to get the key out.
But Jenny wasn't strong enough to lift a vending machine by herself.
I'm going to need some leverage. Of course! I can use the mop to tilt the machine. A little bit of legwork and I'll have that key out in no time. Just a little bit more. I did it! Oh, crap. It's just chocolate.
Of course. It came from a vending machine.
But I thought...
Why would anyone hide the key to a giant metal door inside a candy bar?
Actually, now that I think about it, it does sound pretty ridiculous.
But necessity was the mother of invention. Jenny may have failed to open the mysterious door, but thanks to her ingenuity, she had created her own way through. She peered inside the hole. It was just wide enough for her to squeeze through.
Well, look what we have here.
Jenny shone her flashlight on a damaged section of the brick wall.
I can see through to the other side.
The path ahead was dark and foreboding, but Jenny was too excited to be afraid. And so, without hesitation, she crawled into the rocky passageway.
Just another friendly message, warning of my impending doom. Glatz Mining Core.
Jenny!
Ah! Don't do that!
Sorry. I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
The walkie-talkies are for emergencies only, not chit-chat. I'm about to enter one of the abandoned mines. I can't have you distracting me.
An abandoned mine? Be careful, Jenny. Those tunnels are dangerous.
This is the case of a lifetime? Of course it's dangerous.
But you'll get lost. Those tunnels run underneath the entire town.
Exactly. One of them must lead to the jail.
You're right. I bet I can find it on my map.
What are you talking about? What map?
In my granddad's journal. He was a great cartographer that mapped out all of the tunnels.
And you've had this with you the whole time?
I always keep it with me. It makes me feel close to him.
Convenient. Why didn't you tell me this before?
I didn't know you were going to end up in the mines.
Fine. I'm in Tunnel 12. See if you can find it on the map.
Okay, I'm on it, Jenny.
The barricade was old and rotten.
Shouldn't be hard to remove, if I find a weak spot. somebody else is here. Who goes there?
Jenny looked like she'd seen a ghost.
It's just my imagination. It's just my imagination. Great detective deals in fact, not fiction.
It was hard for even Jenny's logical mind to deny what was standing right in front of her.
It's just my imagination. It's just my imagination. How am I gonna move this? It's huge! It's spooky how easy that was. Those are the largest crystals I've ever seen. They must be worth a fortune. Why would the Glatz Corporation just abandon all this? Another transmitter. Does that mean there's another Zazer sphere around here somewhere?
need to get out of there!
What? Why?
You're right in the middle of Prospector's Pit!
So what?
Don't you remember from Mr. Jenkins' history class? That's where all those miners died. It was a huge cave-in. Hundreds of men were crushed to death. Even more died from lack of oxygen.
Not helpful.
And now their ghosts roam the tunnels, eternally searching for escape.
Don't be ridiculous.
I found Tunnel 12 on the map. This isn't going to be easy.
Just tell me where I need to go.
Well, you need to find Crystal Cavern. It'll be huge, and full of quartz crystals. Directly above it are the sewers.
And the sewers run underneath the jail. Got it.
But Jenny, what if you're crushed by a rock? Or murdered by a ghost? You could contract miner's lung. That's a horrible, painful way to die.
Thanks for the pep talk, Susie.